Well, hello, welcome to Tarot to a T. Right now I'm working on mid-July 2022 readings. And today it will be for the sign of Sagittarius. And if you are a new Sagittarius, you just ran across my channel, welcome. Okay, shuffle. And if you're returning, welcome back. I try to make a grand welcome back. I'm honestly not very good at expressing it through my tone of voice, but I do appreciate you coming back if you're returning. Okay, so we will look at a situation you're dealing with, Sagittarius. Mid-July 2022. There we go. Okay, they are falling out. So there's something going on for sure. I actually kind of felt that. Kind of feeling, I'm totally ready to do this reading, but I'm like totally feeling there's like a jittery energy around this. Yeah, it's very jittery. Okay. It's like Jello. You know how Jello kind of shimmers. There's an undercurrent of something going on. Maybe you're going through some anxiety. We'll see in a second. Now we're going to get some cards of advice. Yeah, it's like it's hard to put my finger on it, but it's like a hum of something going on with you. Because every time I shuffle these for different signs, when I start out, I kind of put it out there. The sign and the time, and it's a totally different vibe from shuffle to shuffle, honestly. It's not something I'm making up, which is really cool. Oh, okay, that's too many cards, so please try again. Okay, you're gonna take that one. Okay, let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. We got something important going on here. We have a Jack of Spades, so you may be suspicious of somebody's motives. Oh wow, we have the Queen of Spades. She is kind of along with the Jack of Spades in that there's a little bit of suspicion around her. It could be a person. These could be two different people, or it could just be the energy of it. The Eight of Diamonds is not bad. This is about something that you've been putting work into has paid off, but it is on top of this Queen of Spades, which adds a interesting dimension. You have the colorized Joker, aka known as the Magician in the traditional tarot, and this, I think we got more than 2 cards. Yep, we got 3. All hearts. Ace of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, and 3 of Hearts. Ye doggies. So you're embarked on some kind of new start here with the Ace of Hearts. I will show it to you here. Generally, that's something to do with, something emotional, something close to you, and you do have 2 other hearts on top of that, which is interesting. The Queen of Hearts is kind of a nurturing, motherly kind of energy. It could also be like a mentor. Not like literally somebody that takes care of you, but somebody that teaches you, guides you, that kind of thing. And then the 3 of Hearts, there's something to do with a third party or third element. It could be a third person. But this literally is like something or somebody involved in the mix who's undecided. Maybe you started a new relationship with a potential mate here. It could be you feeling the motherly energy towards them, or that you feel like that's what they represent to you. But somebody is undecided. Somebody is not committed to this. But it's brand new. So there's no history behind it. Things are kind of confusing for you right now, I bet. The Joker energy is that kind of shifting around, things shifting around and moving through the sands of time. If you've ever heard that expression, it's like the sand, as it shifts, things sink in, and then some things rise to the surface. So it's very shifty. Magician energy, though, could be elements that are being introduced to the situation that were not foreseen, and now they're kind of popping up kind of like surprises, not necessarily, you know, devastatingly surprising, but just like, oh, didn't know this about this person. Oh, didn't know the potential for this was to happen. You know, that kind of thing, like just kind of twists and turns. Um, the Queen of Spades could be you holding back. I will talk about her for a second. If you've joined me before, I talk about the Queen of Spades in the light of an older, experienced female energy. In other words, don't take it gender specific, but just less dominating. Just not like somebody who comes in with an iron fist, right? Who's firm and everything's got to be their way. This could be you, male or female. The thing about her, though, is she holds back, and she can have malicious intentions because you don't know what she's thinking or feeling. She's just very reserved. This could also be a air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Same with the Jack of Spades energy here, also an air sign as well. It's just with the Jack of Spades, you're looking at somebody who's very charming on the outside and friendly, let's say, but they have kind of a hidden motive. It could be an energy that you're feeling like I said in the beginning, that you're suspicious of this person. Or it could be another person altogether, especially with this third party energy. What's interesting about the Queen of Spades, like I said, you have this Eight of Diamonds, and this is about kind of going off on your own. It can be in the realm of business. It could be entrepreneurship, you know, starting your own business. But it's about the work and energy and the time being put into that is paying off. And you getting return on your investments and becoming very successful. Maybe you know, this is wild. This just popped into my head. Maybe you are a very successful person. You just don't want this new person to know that. You're hiding your money. You're hiding your success because you want them to like you and not like what you have. You don't want them to like or love you for your money. That's also very well much in line with this Jack of Spades. Perhaps you've had success recently. This is not something you've lived your whole life dealing with, trying to see if people really respect you, or they respect you because you're wealthy or well off. I don't know. I'm not going to say you're a billionaire, but you know, you're well off in some way, and you're very suspicious, and you probably don't have a lot of experience with it. Again, Jack energy is very inexperienced. You know what? This is what this is spelling for me, this is laying out for me is a very, wow, we have cards flying out, but it's a very turbulent romantic relationship that you've just started. Turbulent in the sense that there's a lot of unknowns. Like with the suspicion, perhaps hiding your money somehow, hiding your success somehow, because you want to get to know the person, right? And it's been kind of topsy-turvy, shifty. Magical in some sense, I'm sure, but also like, whoa, we got to slow down here, we got to exercise some caution. Two of Diamonds, yeah, you're very balanced in terms of your finances here. This is not a card that really talks about anything except having good news and stability around money, and good outcomes, in especially around success or finances. So I don't think that's an issue for you. I think it's been kind of spelled out here, but I think you're suspicious. Wow. Again, we had a Jack of Diamonds pop out. again, talks about finances and kind of being inexperienced with. I think you're just. It's kind of like having fame all of a sudden, and you're not used to being famous. I don't know if you've ever read stories about, celebrities that when they first became famous, they had a hard time dealing with it. Kind of along that line. Only it may not be fame we're talking about, but some kind of wealth. I mean, you could be well known now, and it's for something, not necessarily a movie star or a famous rock star, but if you are, that's great. But if it's just getting used to your success and how you feel like you can't trust people. This popped out with the Jack of Diamonds, and this talks about your stability and your sense of security. Again, your finances and your work are very stable. This is contentment in your work. You may put a lot of energy towards work, but that time and energy again has paid off for you. You're reaping the rewards of that. This talks about taking time out for yourself, relieving some of that stress. Probably this new relationship kind of fulfilled that for you in some way. That kind of like fit what you needed right now. It's just that you have some emotional issues around it that I think you're battling on your own. I'm not picking up that this stuff is about anybody else. I think it's about you. And you're, like I said, with the Queen of Spades, that's you hiding the fact that you have this whole other side to you, this dimension of your life that you just don't want to let them in on yet. You're afraid of getting used. You're afraid of being taken advantage of. Let's see what your cards of advice say, Sagittarius. 6 of clubs, yes. Definitely new opportunities. Oh, you have this 2 of Spades that talks about some kind of division or disharmony. We have another 6 of Hearts. A 6, again, talking about new opportunities. I think it's very obvious you've had a lot of new opportunities come open lately, especially in the romantic relationship sector. And the 7 of Hearts. Ouch. Okay. 7 of Hearts is the broken heart card. I was going to say, in the realm of advice, is it a warning? Possibly it's a warning that you're going to get your heart broken. I mean, tarot readings aren't that literal, so we can't say that that's what's going to happen. I think the potential is there, only because of the way you're feeling about it and you are sabotaging it. Because of the energy you're putting out there. You know what I mean? If you are a person who's into law of attraction and you've read books or you've listened to the talks, there's a million of them on YouTube about how what we expect is what we get. But this literally is the card of disappointment and being let down. I call it the broken heart card. It's really not like just about romance and that. It could be in any realm of life that you feel disappointed, let down by somebody. It's strong doubt. It's like there's a strong doubt somewhere. I think we actually kind of pulled that out here. The 6 of Hearts, I will talk about that for a second, is about making compromises to reach a place of harmony. It's kind of an opposite. It opposes the 7 of Hearts. It's just very possible that that's a warning that you are putting the wrong kind of energy into this, because the 2 of Spades is this card of finding out somebody is not who they say they are and having a big split with them. Literally like a division. It's like finding out a friend of yours that you've known for a long time is two-faced. Or they betrayed you in somehow, and it's like there being a definite cut. I do, honestly, I do see this as warning you that you're putting the wrong intention. That's better. Energy is more general, but you're putting the wrong intention out there, Sagittarius, and you're going to sabotage this. The clear advice right off the get-go is this compromise to bring back the harmony. Now, the Six of Clubs, again, it's about new opportunities and paths you can take in this experience. But this is the card of growth. Like, you're going to experience a lot of personal growth in some area, probably emotionally. I think this is about, yeah, I think that's confirming, because I was suspecting this is a lesson you need to learn. This is like one of those big life lessons, right? And this card talks about growing personally in some sector of your life, and I think it's very clear. It's emotions, it's mental, it's not financial, material. But you're putting this Two of Spades energy in there, and I think it's going to lead to this disappointment. What else can you tell Sagittarius about how to handle this situation here? Kind of closing up here. Oh, 5 of Hearts. Okay. Changes in the heart arena, and this literally is changes around a relationship. It could even mean that somebody is physically leaving, or you're physically leaving. It's definitely a separation card. Unfortunately, I think this is a warning that you are headed down a path, Saggy. Whatever you're feeling in this situation, you're not feeling secure enough in it. And I think it's going to sabotage the relationship. I'm not saying that that person doesn't have anything to do with what may unfold. Everybody has their own responsibility, but I think there's so much doubt. Maybe it's your gut that's warning you here, and you need to listen to it. There is that. You know, just because you're having these creepy feelings doesn't mean there's no validity to them. It could be your intuition. 8 of Spades. Yeah, this is things kind of advancing in the work area, but it does talk about there being too much work and overworking to the point of stress, affecting your mental health, affecting your physical well-being. It's also about having opposition with people at work. But what the card screams about is letting off the pressure. I think because we're mostly focused on success here, the stress is not really about that. I think you're already successful. I think you've already reached this pinnacle in terms of financial abundance. Okay. I think you are overthinking this situation with this person, and you need to put a stop to it. It's almost like it's saying, this is where it's headed. If you want to stop the relationship now, you probably should, because you need some kind of stress relief. I don't think that card is talking about work. I think it's talking about this situation, because you definitely have a lot of emotion coming out here with these hearts. And this is seriously, whenever I see this card, this is like two people who have gone their separate ways. If you were doubting that this relationship was as good as you want it to be, I think this card confirms that it's not what you're looking for. You're going to be disappointed in the end. Boy, I've never had a reading this firm with such a strong I would say it's kind of a negative message. But if this was meant for someone out there, I hope it helps. I'm going to leave it there. It's so blatant. It's so blatant. But you know, you don't have to lose hope, because you have the Six of Hearts, which does talk about compromise. The other thing to understand, sorry, I'm hesitating here just because I'm thinking about all the implications of this. The other thing to understand is this also means that there's other possibilities out there for you, especially in the realm of relationships. So perhaps you need to put this in the friend zone. Otherwise, it's going to lead to disappointment, because of the way the relationship is structured and the energy and intention that you are feeling about it. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helped. If you want to give me a thumbs up to like the video, that would be great. If you haven't subscribed, I'm going to be probably doing a bonus reading for this month. This may pick up where this is left off. And if you have decided not to break things off with this person, because this is totally up to you, this is free will. Cards are not here to tell you what to do. They give you advice. They give you guidance. You take that and you use it to your benefit, how you see. Because ultimately it is up to you and your higher self to know what's best for you, right? But if you subscribe, hit notifications, you'll know when the next video comes out. That's all I got to say about that. Okay, I'll see you again soon. Take care.